Hello guys, this is the third video besides the weld simple system thing Bob that I did. So what I've done since then is I've made a sky night system. And if I go into where did I keep it's on the player. It only switches on the time player. So this I did the math. It takes 16.666 minutes to do a full cycle from 0 to 24. Well, it's true, which is always true, so it's constantly running. And then it'll run a for loop. So the current clock time is equal to 0. It'll count up to 24 by the time change interval. So time change interval 0.001. The wait timer 0. I think Roblox has a limit to this though, so it probably might be off a little bit. I would have to do more research on the minimal amount of number that I can actually use. And then after it's done doing this, it'll run this loop, and this loop just makes it equal to 24, and it'll go down to 0. Wait, this is wrong. 100% wrong. I don't even need this. Well, I do need this. Then the sun's gonna go, instead of around again, it's gonna go like backwards. Okay. You know what? It is what it is. Actually, I don't need to do that. Like minus time. I don't know if I need that either. Honestly, I'm blanking right now, so whatever. This light push script does the same thing pretty much. Just counts up by value, so and it switches the lightness to that value. So if I've done this video like 8 times and I'm still rambling on. It's 2 minutes in, so it shades out, goes back in. You can't see it because it's a client-sided script for this moon or day-night cycle. Okay, I need to really hurry up. I should really just do small subjects at once. Actually, I'll keep the other one for the next video. Next thing I'm done, just a random dialogue thing. So it's just saying random options out of the 4 things I gave him. 5 things, actually. If I put this a duck head on between 5 and 15 seconds randomly, it'll say quack. Okay, I think I waited too long. I'm good. And then these are just timers. Goes up to 5, counts down, 0, turns off. And then, you know what? I'll just show it all. It'll be a longer video this time around. So that's that. The way the duck works, I should probably show that. Same one as my weld hat system. Definitely not good. It's definitely not that good. So if you want to see how the weld works, then that's that. But the quack system and dialogue system runs off at the chat service, and then the bubble comes off the NPC head, and it says quack. The way I'm getting the head is I'm making it a global variable in the script down below somewhere. It's been a couple days since I wrote this one. Position. Oh, there it is here. So I'm making head equal to the first child head. So the NPC head. So it'll look in the NPC. I am the NPC. I am the NPC. Because it's gonna be on my character. So it'll say it off my head. And then this guy. So I really trying to get through this quickly. The variables again, always need to have these. So same system again, chat service, chat, NPC head is equal to find first child, NPC head, NPC is equal to script.parent. So it's on this is script.parent. It'll find the head somewhere down here, down up there. And then array index, wait check, always like debounces, so you can't spam it. And then local random number generator is equal to random.new. So then I go down here. I did this different than the documentary did, and I don't know why. Definitely, probably more lines of code. But I'm making a click detector, put on the NPC. Then I'm doing NPC find for child, which is a click here. Mouse click it, and then if you do click it, then it'll get the player clicked. Debounce, so you can't spam it more than 1 second, and then it'll do dialogue array. So these are the things that he can say. Index 1 of the array would be hello player, and this needs a spacebar because it would be merged together. And then this is re, I say re, and then quack. There's dialogue options. So this is okay. I hit save and it broke it. So local random, and I know this play doesn't look good, but local random index is equal to the random number generator next integer between 1 and the end of the array. That was painful to look at. So this basically just means that a random number between the first array number and the end of the array, so 5, so 1 and 5, it'll get a random number out of that, and the dialogue option from the array, and then it'll put the random index number 1 to the end of the array into here. I'm definitely not explaining it that good. Good thing this is not a tutorial. I'm basically just explaining how I did it. And I guess people who know will actually know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's so bad. That's such a bad way to look at it. And then if a dialogue array is equal to the end of the array, then it's equal to 1. So it's back. Wait, I don't even need this anymore, do I? Why do I need it to reset it to 1 if it's random? This is before when it cycled through. I don't think I even need this anymore, do I? I'm pretty sure I don't, since it's not cycling through anymore. Yeah, I don't even... Wait, was it? No, I just got really lucky to get the same options that many times in a row. Okay, so that's the little chat thing. I definitely do not need that anymore. Okay, so I went through the duck head, I'm pretty sure already, with the way he chats with my players on top of my player head. I went through that chat system as well. I went through the light, I went through the night sky. I went through these little bridges. I didn't talk about the script, but the script is pretty easy compared to what we just looked at. I feel like you're just going through a for loop again and then making it count down and then making it count back up. I'm not going to go too far into this one since I'm probably at 10 minutes already. Next thing and last thing, the most complex one I made today. And today was a hell of a day. It's the first one. The first one is definitely different. Definitely different. Not as good as the second one. I remade it as a modular one, so I can add more to if I ever wanted to. Okay, this one's going to be a bunch of information. Variables, again, path is equal to the script.parent, which is a parent path folder. Parts folder is equal to path.folder. Basically, parts. Parent rate. Number range. A lot of things I did not notice run off number range, and especially like lifetime, and I think speed too. I'm pretty sure has to be. Wait, does speed really need to be a range? Okay, oh, it's down there. Oh no, I did that so it'll be different speeds for the particles. I didn't. I don't think it needs to be. Speed can just be a base number. I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure actually. Okay, so then I get 2 random numbers between 1 and 3. It's basically like math.random, but a number range. I don't know what the difference is between math.random and number range. Oh no, math.random probably isn't integers. Number range is probably integers. Maybe. Particles is equal to instant new particle, so make a particle emitter. And you should always make the particle emitters. I mean, you should always put this stuff on the particle emitters before you parent it. That way you don't have to change it in real time. Plus, it'll show the start of the. It'll show all the changes if you have them done before you actually parent it. That way, it's not starting off as like a white particle and then you switch the color and everything. So the lifetime is equal to particle. So it's equal to 1 to 3 seconds. The lifetime. The speed is equal to 1 to 5. So 1 can be fast. I mean, 1 can be slow, 1 can be fast. Then I'm making light particles is just the light. I don't know, I need light particles. Creates a surface light, makes the brightness equal to 10, makes the color equal to blue, making 3 different colors. Then the color sequence for the particles that shoot off. You have to start off at 0 and end at 1, and it creates a blue, teal, and then green color. So then it goes to light. I'm pretty sure color sequence is based off light time as well. So the longer light time, probably the longer it would stay as a blue color, and then switch to these ones. Clone. I must have stopped my recording there. I did this video like 10 times, but I ramble on too much. Okay, I'm not doing too bad. Particles clone. So I'm making an extra variable just to make sure I'm not affecting the original object. I don't think this is needed at all. I definitely do not need this actually. Since I switched how the way the script works now. I was deleting the objects, but now I just move them around. Probably more leggy actually, but for now it works. And then the way I'm getting the parts in the folder and how I made it modular is by doing path array is equal to, so it's basically an empty array, and then I fill in the array. So if the index is equal to 1, we'll start the first object, which is 1, and it'll go to the end of all. So what hashtag means in arrays, in for loops, is the end of an array. So since parts folder, actually, do I define parts folder? I do, yeah, parts. So and since the get children is in our table, so this is a table, right? So this will get the last thing in the array for the table, and it'll go from 1 to the end. So 1 to 6, which is the last one, and then the path array index, which would be 1, since I is equal to 1. So path array 1, which is part 1, is equal to string I. To string, so I'm getting the name 1 from the parts folder. And when it goes to path array 2, it's getting 2, and then 3, and then 4, and 5, and 6. But, and then it fills in the path array, I'm pretty sure, with the names 1 to 6. So the path array now has a bunch of variables in it. Well, not variable names, parts, whatever you want to call them, instances. While true, do, so then constantly running this loop. I like how there's no space there. So for part index is equal to 1 to the end of the path array. Again, it always goes to the end of it, so 6. It will do this 6 times then. And then array part is equal to the part index. Part index is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we'll constantly count up by 1. And then it'll clone particles and lights. It'll make them equal parents equal to this, and then it'll make it the part not collidable. It'll wait 1 second after it runs this 6 times then. So it'll be 1 blank, it will go transparent, another one transparent, another one transparent. And then it'll do that 6 times until the end of this loop is done. Then it'll jump out to this next one. Then it'll do destroy why am I reading that? I'm just gonna look at the script. So I can get myself confused. I write myself notes for tomorrow just in case I forgot how it works. So then this is what I changed. I used to destroy the objects, but I switched. Now I've thrown it into replicated storage. I get rid of the light, and then I keep the particles for 5 seconds, and then I reset everything back to the start. And all this work makes this. I do want to add more to it, but for now it looks pretty good. I feel like this is like a dark hallway. This would look cool. And then boom. Sits there for 5 seconds and then resets. Wish those things faded out though. Instead, which I can do that, but I can switch to lifetime or something. And that's the color. Oh yeah. That's how that works. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. How long is this video? 15 minutes, yikes. One last thing though that I have not showed. I should probably not be showing all this in one video. I also did nested loops. Nested loops I do not think I'm going to be using that much, but good to show it entirely. So basically, yeah, I do not like them. So basically a nested loop is multiple for loops inside one loop. So it does one task once, does this task once, does this one by tower size is 5. So I'll run this 5 times, and then it'll run this one 5 times. Wait, no, maybe I'll run this once and then this one once and then run this one once and this one once. And I'll constantly do this for 5 times each, maybe? I honestly don't remember how nested loops work, and probably because I have not used it a single time. But just knowing that it's there, I can always go back to it. But basically, this just builds a tower of blocks in the sky. So if I like... oh. I'll throw that in there for now. Basically, if I enable script, let's hit run. And it also makes it transparent. There you go. And if you're in game, you can push them around. Pretty laggy though. Do not recommend doing this, but definitely something. All right, thank you guys for watching. I definitely did a lot talking in this video. And hopefully I have a new update for what I've been doing next video. Bye bye.